Hello? Is this thing on?
Hi, everybody.
I think it's on.
Hi.
Is it loaded? Someone made a mess.
Oops. Crap.
No, yours started
Oh,
before
I
mine.
missed it.
Mine still hasn't
My
started.
bad.
So weird.
I just run on your channel. It's on.
Rob doubts that any of my Mopars will float away. It's funny. I filmed an intro for a Studebaker video today, and right at the end of the intro, I made a joke about how if it doesn't float away, then we'll do something with it.
Yeah, it's weather's not looking good for this week, so I'm kind of in a floodplain here. I mean, I'm not super nervous about it, but I'm not saying I'm not nervous. So
yeah.
Casino Bob's been storing his wife's Challenger in the backyard, and he got it out yesterday. He's like, because I'm not getting this thing out after tomorrow, so my
Good
backyard
plan.
turns into a quagmire. So yeah.
Yes. Hello, we're here. This is Dead Dodge
How's everybody
Garage
doing?
Live with Tom, and also on Tom's channel.
Yeah, I was just looking. Like, I haven't been on in it's been like 4 or 5 months. I can't believe it's been that long since I've been on. So
Really?
Yeah, it was September last time I was on.
Weird.
Yep.
When was that? Right when I got back from No Name or something?
Probably. I don't even know. So I don't know. Just been busy working on Sport Free GTs and traveling and lots of fun stuff. So
everything's been all crazy and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff R's in the house. How many Jeffs we got? Aussie Jeff. We probably have a lot. There's an entire Jeff mafia.
I'm gonna hit the like button.
Yeah,
Remember,
welcome
hit
to the
button
thing. Hit
on
the
mine
like.
and Jimmy's.
Oh, do I have to hit my
on
own
both.
like button? I'll go to Rocket and hit the like button. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, this is so much work. Sunday Live with Dead Dodge Garage. Here we go. Here we go.
It's lonely out here, guys, on my channel.
Rope, 6 likes.
Appreciate you being.
Nice.
6 to 13. That's actually closer than it usually is. So,
Oh,
by the way, I went to grab my beer out of the fridge. I'm not kidding you. It was like on a 6-pack. I grabbed it and the top just exploded in my fridge. Like, I didn't even open, it just exploded.
Whoa. Is it like
really
freezing or something?
No, it's just in the regular fridge. It's just, I don't know. These cans have like weak tops. I've had them. I've had them a couple times where I open them and they just like boil over. It's weird.
Hey, Bill. Bill's here. Good evening, Bill. He's on time again this week. Thank you, Bill. Bill Mize, #1 Dead Dodge supporter.
Nice.
What a guy. Good evening.
I doubt any of Jamie's Mopars will float away. I don't know. He still has the boat, so
we'll see. Colleen,
you have an arc.
Yeah, Colleen Mama M3 has posted the No Name dates have been announced for 2026. It's September 24th, 25th, and 26th. The 26th is my wife's birthday. They moved it a week this year because Mo Party was moved, I believe, and they didn't want to interfere with that, which makes good sense. But
yeah, yep,
slightly inconvenient for me anyway. But I'm planning to still do it. So, Plymouth on Plywood enjoyed the 66 Valiant videos today, naturally. 66 Valiant guy.
That was like my video didn't do as well as Jamie's did. I got a ton of subscribers from it. I appreciate everybody for watching, but it didn't do very well on YouTube. But there's a good 10 minutes in there that are very entertaining. The getting the Valiant running and the burnout and all that, it's pretty entertaining. So
mine's right in the middle of the pack. I mean, it's doing fine. It's not amazing. It's no Grumman LLV male cat, but
man.
Or a perky.
The king of LLVs. I hope everybody wants to see LLVs all the time on Jamie's channel because that's what's going to happen now.
This is now a forward look and LLV channel. We worship Virgil Exner and the Grumman male cat.
Oh, dang. Bill Mize sent me $50. Thanks, Bill. I really appreciate it, man. That's awesome. Wow. That's awesome of you. I really appreciate that.
That's
wow.
Outstanding.
Dang.
What a guy. He's the best.
I want to see Tom at his shop do some hands-on work with cars. Did you watch the last couple of videos? I mean, honestly, there were a few there where I didn't, but I was pretty hands-on on the Valiant and on the GT too. So
very much so. Oh yeah, I mean, obviously, like people want to see me work. It's you're either doing it or holding a camera. Like that's the thing about the way we do this. It's really hard to show us actually working. Like sometimes every now and again I'll put it on a stand and show myself doing, but that's never like actually a big part of the feature, you know?
Well, and the other thing too is like on the GT videos, the Sport Free GT, the V Code car, like we were working like
Yeah,
5 deep those days. Like there was
right.
no way we just
Yep,
couldn't do it. Like it was like
yep,
there was so much noise going on. The
yep,
compressor was going on. The
yep.
ultrasonic cleaner was going constantly. There was
And we're
no
all in
way
a
to
hurry.
film.
Like we're all
Yeah,
just trying to get
like,
stuff done. That's why I didn't do a video of it. And I wish I had, because I know it would have done great, but I just
yep.
couldn't.
No,
So
Jamie was there and like he started to film, but like it was just such chaos with everybody working that he just couldn't like get a good video on it. So he just kind
yeah,
of
it
gave
just
up
wasn't
after
gonna
a little
happen.
bit. So, yep.
Yeah, that's funny. My sister's here. She says, of course, we get an atmospheric river the same days as the king tide. Yeah, someone on the Discord said, hopefully Jamie's, it's raining like cats and dogs here in Oregon. Hopefully Jamie's okay. And I was like, well, we'll be fine as long as we don't have a king tide and an atmospheric river at the same time. So this weekend,
Well,
but it never,
basically.
it didn't, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Gopher Garage says Dead Dodge Garage where starters are put to the test. Yeah, that's definitely
Yes.
a Jamie thing. So, with the Valiant thing, I was the one starting it. So I'm like, I don't want Jamie to
Yeah.
kill the starter. So I was the one behind
Which is funny because somebody commented on my video today and said, I could hear that great video, but I can hear that starter screaming from here or whatever it was. And I was like, dude, this is nothing. Like we were,
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
That thing teed right off.
Mhm.
And yeah, it was a little stubborn, but dude, my dart video, the blue dart video like 3 weeks ago or whatever, like that starter, brand new starter, was smoking. I put the thermal imager on it and it was well over 100 degrees.
Yikes.
Anyway,
Yikes. Wow,
Steven Andrews
there's a ton of good comments.
nice.
There's a ton of good comments coming in here.
ahead.
Drade, the green 71 swinger at Tom's place. So that was an estate deal. I got the car. Jamie is interested in it. I do not have paperwork for it yet, so we can't do anything. It's in probate right now from an estate. It's a long story. I got that. Plus a Dakota RT race truck, which you'll probably be seeing on Jamie's channel fairly soon here. That thing is awesome. It's a full-blown race Dakota RT with a supercharger. It's awesome.
That's
That's
sick.
going to be on there. I got that with that. But unfortunately, until we get paperwork, I can't do anything with it. So,
Yeah. Chris Nealis is over on your channel, Trader. How's it going, Chris?
this is
Yeah,
a contest.
it's
of who likes the best. Yes.
Seabody Garage is here. Nice. DP Wheeler. So many people in the house. KNY Guard 01 has a 64 Valiant convertible. What was yours? A 64? I think it was the red one.
Yeah, that's sold
think it
locally.
was.
Yep, that was a red 64. Yep,
Yeah.
that was a cool car. I really like that car.
You read this, but I'm putting it on the board. It's so good. I gotta put. I'm putting that on my merch idea list. Hold on.
That's a good one. That really is. And have the gear reduction starter with like smoke coming off of it as the graphic.
So I've been trying to get someone to do art for a shirt I wanted to do, like from the beginning. It's the Leaving Tower of Power, and it's a slant six in a pile of oil just like smoldering. Anyway,
Nice.
it'll be
with
that.
a hole in the side.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Where starters are put to the test. That's good stuff.
All right, a couple questions on my channel. Chris spotted a Gen 2 5.7 Hemi Durango with Washington plates in central Indiana. Wow, that's a long ways from home. Not sure what shocked me more, roadworthy Gen 2 Hemi still running or the Washington plate. I would say actual, car that isn't completely rusted to pieces if it's back there as well. So, but yeah, those are not easy to find. So,
Oh, hi, Alan. Alan's here.
Oh, hey, Alan. How's it going?
I haven't seen Alan much lately.
Nice. People are streaming both at once. I have the same to do. So I have it set. So Jamie uses an app for this, so he gets all the comment in one place. I have Jamie's on this screen and mine on this screen, so I can actually read all the comments.
His life's way harder. Yeah, it just magically rolls them all together. It's pretty sick. Tim Harper's here. Tim Harper sent me some 4-speed pedals last week. Hoping to, I don't know if I have everything or not, but I'd kind of like to just jam out that 4-speed swap in the turbo car real quick. I have everything. I think I have everything. I will find out that I do not have everything quickly.
There's always something.
That's how that works. Tanner was in here first. Hachu said something about being a cop. I think Dan Orcutt was the first Dan. Oh, Jeffrey Voth may have been the first Jeff. So many Jeffs.
If I
That's definitely
comment on
a lot
both
of fun.
lives at the same time, will it open some kind of wormhole? We can
Yes.
try. Might be
Yeah,
entertaining if nothing else.
I was
So
just looking at one of his comments. Yes, absolutely. McLovin put up a link to your website, your fancy, shiny new website, rocketresto.com.
appreciate it. Yeah, it's empty. I'm working on filling it. I'm trying to. I have to edit all the prices on those NOS parts I just got. So I'm trying to. I have to like raise the price on everything because the prices are from like 20 years ago. So once I get all the prices edited, then I'm gonna start migrating the stuff to the website. It's still gonna take a while, but we're working on it. And I'm trying to get all the cars I have for sale up on the website too. So if anybody has any questions, hey, what do you have for sale right now? You can just go to my website and see which cars I have for sale. So
Yeah, the other website got nuked from orbit or something, right? The old website with the list on it.
yeah, dude, trying to. Len is a really nice guy, but he's like 91, 92, and like I was trying to get the domain from GoDaddy, and like they had to either call him and he's 100% deaf, or they had to send him an email which had to be responded to in 15 minutes, and it was just a problem that was not recoverable. So,
I see.
and then it just kind of crashed.
Yeah.
So I just like, you know what? Let's just dump this and we're gonna start something completely new here. So, yeah.
Yeah, and we've been sick over here too the last couple days. I was mostly fine, a little scratchy and stuff, but I've sounded like crap for the last couple videos. But my wife and daughter were both pretty miserable for a couple days. So my daughter had like
That
no
sucks.
voice at all. She's just squeaking, talking in squeaks. Getting Greasy Garage asked if there's a set of used stock 440 flat tops on a shelf at Rocket. And honestly, like there might be, but how? I don't know. I've been through all the pistons and stuff in the back. There's so much random stuff. I don't know. I don't know it.
There are a lot of sets of 7. I'll
Yeah,
just leave
that
it at
too.
that. So, yeah.
Oh, Tim, no, I still haven't opened the box. So I haven't seen the surprise yet. It's sitting right there. I showed it in well, I guess that video hasn't come out yet. But anyway, it's sitting right there in the shop, and I will open the box soon. And then I'm going to start gathering everything.
Vivian has an excellent question. The 67 Barracuda that made a brief appearance in today's video is a real piece of crap.
Yes.
Is that a parts car, or you can actually try to get that on the road? Well, I sold that to Jamie about a year ago now, and it's still sitting here. So, but I'll let Jamie fill in the gaps.
You gave me that piece of garbage. You were like, dude, I don't even, just take it.
I think it was tacked on to another deal. It was one of those, like, that was the sweetener.
It was. I'm sure it was. Oh, yeah, because you were doing me such a favor. I towed that thing home from wherever, Bellingham or
did
almost
you?
Canada.
Is that the one you brought back?
I did, yeah. And it was dude, it was like pouring sideways. I remember stopping at a I don't like a Costco or something on the way back. I don't know, but anyway, I brought that thing back down.
Maybe that's what I did. Maybe I just gave it to you for hauling it back, or it's like just take it. It's yours. I don't even care.
Someone
I bought it for the roof to fix that 340 car. Then I
right, but then we found a roof.
So.
We like we had that car already, like, and we were gonna load it, and then we found a whole roof, and then I think that roof's gone now, but it was sitting on top of the Barracuda for a really long time, which is hilarious.
Right.
Someone said today that they know who had that car 20 years ago, and I responded to them and said, was it Ren or someone else? And I haven't looked for a response, but
interesting.
Oh, I saw at least one person ask what you wanted for the Valiant. You said at the end of your video, but in case they did not make it there.
Okay, so I'll try to do the short version here because there is a little bit to this. I'm asking $3,500 for it, but it's one of those where I'm gonna vet a buyer. So like basically, if you're interested, I need you to send me an email, tom@rocketresto.com. I know a couple people asked me how to get a hold of me. That's what you do. So you got to be a subscriber to the channel. You have to comment on the video, and then if you're interested in that, because that is like half market for that car, and I'm just selling it for cost. Like I promised the family that I'd find the car a good home. I'm not looking to make a bunch of money on it. That's basically what we have into it. Between what I bought it for, shipping, and Jamie and I spent a day on it. I bought a battery for it. So but it's $3,500, and if you're interested, send me an email, tell me why you want it, and basically next weekend I'm going to choose somebody who's going to be the new owner of that car, basically. So
someone commented and asked jokingly if you would include shipping it back to Louisville in your asking price.
That I was like, no. I already shipped it out here once.
Hilarious. Jay made it. How's it going, Jay? What type and brand of spark plug would you recommend when I get my Magnum put together? Autolite 3924, I think, is the number, or literally whatever. It doesn't matter. I get whatever's cheap. I mean, NGK is usually the cheapest my local store has, so I get those. But I really don't care about spark plugs. They're spark plugs.
I've never seen that much of a difference with them. So,
Allen's 8 loves how Tom always goes straight to burnouts.
Well, why not? That's the first thing you do when it runs. I mean,
that's
right?
the second thing you do.
What's the first thing?
Drift in the field.
Every
time Jamie drives a car, it gets it all muddy.
And then doesn't clean it up.
Why would I do that? That's the next guy's job.
You're high maintenance, man.
I assure you that is not the case.
Let me just pulled into my driveway. I don't know who that is.
The mail cat. Steven got it. I didn't know anything about that until the comments.
Amazon delivery driver.
Is it Amazon?
Couple questions. Yeah, I think it's Amazon. It's like a newer minivan. Couple questions on my channel I wanted to answer. Canucks dude, how on earth are NOS Chrysler parts in Muscat era still found in 2025? I just bought an NOS parts business. So I bought Deception Pass Auto Parts. They weren't real known in the hobby. He was kind of like off on his own, old school. You had to email him and everything. But he had, I mean, there's 20,000 NOS parts in the inventory. And a lot of the muscle car stuff is picked over. But we found some good stuff the other day. Like I was going through the pile yesterday. I found an NOS 66, 67 Charger wing window frame. I mean, brand new in the box. Like no one's bought that. There's a lot of bumpers. So there's, I mean, and he'd been buying parts since the 70s. I mean, that's how he found that stuff. And then I've got a huge collection of NOS too. I got hold of an old Chrysler dealer list from 1970. So when we travel around to shows like Minnesota and everything, like every time we go on a show, we go on like weird routes to like find all these old dealerships in like these small towns. And it's amazing what I've still found. We found a completely virgin inventory like 2 years ago in South Dakota. The dealership closed down in 79. And dude, I mean, we filled up my 24-foot enclosed trailer full of NOS parts in that place. It was awesome. There was so much good stuff in there. So yeah, there's a couple different places. So. I really enjoyed the LLV vid.
Yes.
That's on my channel.
Weird. Steven said, astonished about the LLV views. Me too, dude. I almost didn't put the video out at all. I thought it was going to sink my channel to the bottom of the ocean, and it did not do that. It's 135,200 something views right now.
That's insane. Absolutely insane.
And I'm up like 1,500 subscribers. Not all from that video, but almost all from that video. Plymouth on Plywood enjoys you sharing your knowledge on history and details more than watching people turn wrenches. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, and obviously, like, if you know us and you watch our channels, then you know Tom's is quite similar to mine in many regards. Like, it's about the story and history and that sort of thing more than it is actually about just turning wrenches and doing the nut and bolt stuff. And like, I see this time and time again from people. Oh, too much talking, brother. It is storytelling next to cars. That's what you're watching. And if you don't get that, that's fine. But, you know, not my problem.
Well, and honestly, like, if you guys don't know us that well, like, Jamie's a way better wrench than I have. That's not my background. Like, I didn't start out as a wrench. So Jamie's way better at that stuff than I am. And I honestly, I enjoy doing the research. I enjoy doing like the stories and the research and fender tags. Like that's stuff I really enjoy doing. I wrench too, but that's not really my passion. It's Jamie's really a much better mechanic than I am. So,
yeah. Avon, I'm not ignoring you. Hi, Avon.
I used to move cars around the shop with the starter. I've seen Jamie do that on video.
I burned up the Neon RT, started doing that because my back hurt and Alan had to go home and I did not want to push it solo because I had to get an LLV on the lift. So I put in my little relay bypass thingy and flicked a switch and it ruined it. It wasn't very good before, but it was very ruined when I was done. So yeah. Chris Freemesser is surprised that I'm surprised the LLV video was popular. Well, I did one a long time ago, but mind you, things were very different then. But anyway, compared to the other things I was doing at that time, it certainly didn't do very well. So, and it's not like the thing that I do.
You did a members only video on one, right?
Called I Hate LLVs. Yeah, that's something else.
Yeah.
That's very different. Does the Wishkah River get much tidal influence? Yes, it does. Or flood with systems like our upcoming atmospheric river? Yes, it does. We were talking about that. You might have even heard it because that comment was a bit ago. But yeah, that's when it floods here. Like I've shown footage in the past of water flowing over the road. That's when that is. It's heavy rains and king tides.
Yeah, and we've got a river, so I'm basically in a river valley here,
Mm.
and there's no dams on the river, so there's a bar right down the street. Like they pretty regularly flood multiple times a year. I'm a good 10, 15 feet above the bar, but like my backfield has gotten pretty wet a few times. There was one time where I couldn't cross the bridge to get out of here. There's another way out. You can go back way, but we can get some water here, so I can get pretty close to the house. So
yeah. The neon starter for the win. Yeah, Alan knows. He replaced that starter after I ruined it.
Where on your channel, D-Raid, so where is that come and swap on Tom's crew cab on the to-do list?
Great Don't question. Remind him. I
Excellent question, Jamie.
Here. You know what? I might not have touched it, but here, I sold some more parts for you. Here you go. That's for you.
I would like to get that back. That was I want to. I mean, the whole point was to build that thing. So one of these days.
Yeah, I'd like to. Yeah. Dude, I think about it all the time. Here's the problem. Okay. My tractor is basically dead right now. It needs a new steering cylinder. And even when I fix that, this guy is exploded. And so the bucket just kind of hangs there all limp and terrible, and it pours fluid everywhere. So I need to pull that cylinder and either get a new one made or that one fixed. I need the tractor to pull the Cummins, or alternatively, I can move the frame somehow with no steering and nudge it into the shop and then either use the heavy duty picker or the lift to pull the engine. But then to move the frame, like I kind of need the tractor, or Alan and I have to push it by hand again, which sucked. There's no room over there to tow it with like an actual truck or whatever. It's a logistical nightmare. That's my point. Like, it's not impossible. I could do it, but it's such a pain in the ass. And then that thing's going to be right in the way. So yeah, I haven't done it.
And now
I just need to get the Cummins out
this week.
Definitely. I just need to buy a new tractor. Tom just did.
I just got a new tractor, by the way. I almost killed myself on my other one, so I said, yes, I'm gonna buy a new one. So
I almost rolled your other one too.
Dude, that was not good. Like I was moving we were trying to get, again, in the GT like scramble, we were trying to get a couple of motors painted, including the GT motor, and I picked it up to move it over to Trev's shop because we kind of have a little paint booth over there, and it was not. Trev was hanging off one side so it wouldn't like tip over in the mud. It was not good. So I just I mean, I don't buy new tractors, but I bought a 08 Farmall. It's like a 55 horse. It's like 5,000 pounds. It's a much bigger tractor. It'll be much better for any. Do you want my old tractor, Jamie? Although that thing ain't picking up a Cummins, so
nope. That little toy, no. My tractor is great when it functions, but
yeah.
Yep. Vivian, I think YouTube's trying to sell you a membership. Yes, I did a video called I Hate LLVs, and the thumbnail was just a picture of them on fire. And I love that.
Wrong 4189 says NOS bumpers. Wow. So the guy who lives in California. Yeah, I got a pile. I mean, there's no like super valuable ones in there, but there's like 72 Valiant rear bumpers, a couple of 72 Duster front bumpers, so a lot of C-body ones. So, but that's part of the Len Dawson thing. So,
it was called I Hate Mail Trucks, actually. But
dude, that keeps on showing up in my feed, even though I'm not a member.
Well, that's why they're trying to sell you a membership. It's hilarious. I see him for I see one for Just Mopar Joe all the time, and I thought about just becoming a member of Joe's channel. He's helped me enough.
Wonder how many members he has. Yeah,
I don't know.
You want to give a preview of next Wednesday's Engine Wednesday video, or you want to leave that a secret?
See if I got a good picture. Remember when you were like, make sure you take a good thumbnail picture? And I was like,
something bad happened. Something bad happened last week.
So I've built a lot of engines, and I've been pretty lucky. The failures have been limited. We lost lifters in that 440, had a few oil leaks. That's really it. But this thing made a little noise and started leaking oil. and I opened it up, found metal flakes, and I don't know if you could see that, but that is a cam bearing, and it's got chunks hanging out of it. So,
Yeah.
not good.
So just a little background on this. Jamie didn't do a video because it's just a 383
Yeah.
build with 440 source heads. It wasn't anything like super complicated. It's for a big block A body for a customer of ours, and we put it together, broke it in. I mean, it seemed like okay, but it was leaking a little bit of oil. So Jamie's like, "Well, I'm gonna pull the pan and just see where the leak's coming from," and then found
Found
metal chunks.
metal
So it's
flakes. So yeah.
yeah. But it's weird. It was just in the cam bearings, and we're trying to figure out what's wrong. And I brought it over to Johnson's on Friday. They're gonna look at it this week and clean it out and everything. But I mean, so Jamie used to call your friend to just Mopar Joe, but that's gonna be the Engine Wednesday video next week. Hopefully, we'll have some conclusions by next week on that, but we'll see, I guess.
Yeah, I know. So it's actually edited already, but I didn't export it because I thought maybe Johnson will call and I'll have an update. I don't know. Anyway, Rooster just sent me this. Yeah, this is a future Engine Wednesday video. He sent me like one picture of a rusty Hemi, and I was like, yeah, that's a DeSoto Hemi. And then he said, I think this is the DeSoto Hemi. Is it worth X number of dollars? And I was like, yeah, it's worth like double X number of dollars. So he said, I guess I'll get it. Just what I always wanted. And I said, well, I'll come visit at some point and we'll take care of that.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. Next old car, let's throw 24 volts at that 6-volt starter and really get it spinning over. Dude, I'd love to.
Thanks for posting my email, McLovin, because I've had multiple people ask that on the chat tonight. And P, I understand people can't be on the whole time. People miss it. So thanks for posting that.
The original title of this live stream was going to be Jamie and Tom are on a valiant adventure, but then I didn't want to do that to you. So the All Valiants Power Hour. Awesome. Oh, it was David asking about the Cummins swap. How dare you? Thought we were friends.
Oh, yeah. My Mopar Homes commenting on yours. So he's the I was at Fall Fling this year, which is the big LA Mopar show. And I was going to check into the hotel, and all of a sudden I just hear randomly in the background, "Hi, this is Tom from Rocket Restorations." And I turn around and he's like, "Hey, I watch your channel." I'm just like, "That's
nice."
Yeah, I was like, "Okay, that's the first time that's happened to me." So
testing for black hole. It just looks like the same comment when you put it up, but it's from two different channels. Creepy. Have you seen the guy with the Volkswagen TD powered Grumman prototype? No, I haven't seen that one. I think I heard about it, but I did find those online. They look like LLVs, but smaller. They're interesting. Also interesting. Hold on. Might have to go by this, among other things. 1971 Ford G100. Look at it. It's beautiful.
Oh, wow. Is that an old mail truck?
Yeah. It's just like an LLV, but I think the roof at least is fiberglass. Sure looks like it. I think some of it's aluminum. The nose looks like it's rusting, so that would probably be steel. Anyway, it's interesting. It's been for sale for quite a while. It's $1,800. It's got a 200 inline six, like a Mustang engine, which is pretty cool. We could solve that problem many ways. Oh, and then there's this. I sold this. Well, David was supposed to get this, and it never happened, and I sold it for actual money instead. And it is back up for sale now for more than double what I sold it for.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Seabody Garage asks, how long does McCacken run? It's Saturday and Sunday. It's always the weekend before Thanksgiving. I always go there Friday because that's setup day, so I'm there all 3 days. But the public Saturday and Sunday basically. So that AMC guy says nothing annoys me more than watching a half-hour video that shows 25 minutes of sanding. Yeah, that's Jamie and I both spend a ton of time. Like I lose sleep over like, okay, is this segment too long? Do I need to cut 10 seconds out of it because it's boring? Because we both have ADD and we don't like watching that either. So yeah.
My editing is aggressive to try and keep things moving and interesting.
And Jamie's is more aggressive than mine, but yeah, it's I really tried to do that. Like I did the data book on the Valiant and the Valiant video, and I probably went 30 seconds too long on that, but I actually cut like a minute out of that. So, but I know people like seeing that, but it bores some people. So
I cut 45 minutes from my LLV video. I had an hour
That's
and
crazy.
45 minutes of footage, and I don't know how. And I was just like, Steve McDougal's triggered by the mail trucks. Anyway, yeah, it just can't be that long. We do that a lot.
I still haven't watched
yeah.
the mail truck video. I got the Valiant video this afternoon, but I still haven't watched the mail truck video. I probably should.
Wow. It's messed up. Yeah, Evan
Been
Murphy,
busy
the
weekend.
delayed backfire / muffler coughing out Rust was the best. Dude, you had to be there because he pulled up. It was just amazing. Like I managed to hit record right as it was almost done coughing, but just watching it, it was not revving. It wasn't doing anything. In fact, I think it had stalled already. And then it just went. It's amazing. So good.
Dave Wheeler says, buy a new tractor. Yeah, I bought a new used tractor, so it's an 08 Farmall. So I think I mentioned that earlier, but yeah, I needed a bigger one so I didn't kill myself because the channel would end real quickly if I rolled my tractor with a motor on it. So
yeah, Hemi's tail just appeared above your shoulder.
Yeah, I forgot the dog was in here. He's yep.
There's a whole ass
pretty
dog
good,
back
but yeah,
there.
we had my daughter's last dance recital was today. She worked 6 months towards a 2-hour show, so we were at that all day. So he was cooped up most of the day. So he's been a little punchy this afternoon because he's been in his kennel most of the day. So
RE8 Love. Oh yeah, you read that. Really enjoyed the LLV video, dude. Lots of people did. Yeah, why own a large field if you're not going to do donuts in it? The problem with Tom's Field is it's usually a marsh. So
yeah,
like this time of year, the only thing that can go out there is my XJ.
mm-hmm.
Remember that time I drove my XJ out there and you were like, that's a bad idea.
Well, yeah, you went like you made a trail out there. Like,
oh yeah, buddy.
You scratched the crap out of that truck. There's so many sticker books.
That's fine.
It's so bad. Stacy says he works at a case dealer. Tom, if you have any parts, I appreciate it. Definitely gonna need some maintenance. It has a bit of deferred maintenance on it, but it was an excellent price. Like I've been looking for a tractor for like 3 or 4 months, and like these were all $25,000 tractors. And I got it for under 15, so I'm pretty happy about that. So, and I'll be able to sell my other one for fairly close to that. So,
yeah.
That AMC guy didn't Chrysler mandate that they carry a certain number of parts in stock at all times? Yes, they did. They had to order every time a new model came in. They had to order a bunch of stuff, and then they had to keep parts for 10 years, basically. So that's kind of a line with those. Like a lot of times when they went out of business, they could sell back 10 years of inventory. So one thing I look for is if they went out of business in 85, that means they have like 75 and before parts. So that's a good one to target. So I've done that a few times.
So Chris, I don't know if you know this, but the video on your car has been getting a lot of views for the last week or so. I don't know why. It's weird. It's just like zombied.
Yeah, like Jamie keeps on because the LV was doing so well. Jamie keeps sending me screenshots of the LV, and all I can see is that K car LeBaron. Like it's
number 3. It's been getting between it's been getting between 1,500 and 2,000 views a day for the last week and a half or 2 weeks.
Yeah,
and it's just weird, and I don't know why, but that's fine. So it's got like 84,000 views now. Here's what the graph of that looks like. Like it did nothing for a year and a half, and then it just started all over again. It's weird, but so many commenters have been like, why would you beat on that thing? That thing's so nice. You're ruining it. Why would you ever drive it like that? You're such a jackwad. Dude, come on. Like I didn't crash it into a tree. Yeah, I got a little dirty.
Seriously.
It's fine.
Yeah.
And then there are other commenters
drive out here, so
there are other commenters who are like, nice, Tim. Nice.
Wow,
is it pouring?
It's really raining outside, like
nice.
pouring outside. Hopefully you guys can't hear that. It's pretty loud.
Other commenters are like, that's not a beautiful Survivor. That's scrap.
George is commenting on my channel. Any 4-speed cars are cool. Yes, very cool. And I have another 4-speed C-body coming in soon, which will be a great story. I'm not going to get into that now. I want to save the surprise, but I have a very cool 4-speed C-body coming in. And yes, I'm getting your messages. So thanks for sending that. There's one other thing I saw here. Oh, KLX 1990 asked bent cam on the 383.
Okay,
we're trying to figure that out.
That's one of the current theories, but the thing is, here's what's weird about it. Okay, all 5 bearings are being wiped out at the bottom only. And I'm just thinking if it were bent, right, it would be, up at the ends or up at one end or whatever. And like one bearing would be wiped all the way around. That's just the way I'm like, I can't picture how a bent cam could not do that. Does that make sense? So it's actually the bottom of all the bearings. A bend was the very first thing we thought. It's the very first thing Joe said. But yeah, we don't know yet. It's at a machine shop to get checked.
Yeah, and then the other theory Jamie had is maybe the cam was too small, which we've run into. Like, I don't know if you guys watched the
undersized.
6-pack video when Jamie was doing that video. We bought a brand new cam for
And it
that.
was too
we're gonna
big.
use. It was too big. It wouldn't fit. So we ended up using the original cam, which a lot of people freaked out about. But that cam was great. I mean, it had 36,000 miles on it. It was
That
fine.
cam was mint. That's why I saved it
yeah.
and put the lifters in order
Yep.
because I was like, dude, this could
Yep.
go right back in. I thought we were going to put it
Yep.
right back in until we got the Mr. Six-pack one.
Yep.
Mini starters do take the abuse better generally, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just because they actually start things.
Yeah. Skitty 440. Last week, McLovin and others were wondering about a Pacific Northwest DDG rocket get together at Tom's next spring. We've talked about it. Like, I know the Walter P. Chrysler Club, the local club, talked about stopping by on one of their cruises next year. So I don't know. I may see like when that is. He sent me a date. I can't be bothered to remember what the date is right now. It's like 3 months away. But like I was thinking maybe like when they come out, maybe we can try to do something. But Jamie's on board. My wife's not as on board. But
that's the thing. And at this point,
Yeah.
like it's a pretty big crowd we're talking to. Like, do you know how many porta potties we'd have to rent?
Yeah, it's a problem. It's actually
if-
like, and I'm not an organizer. I don't want to like run a show.
Me
You
neither.
know,
if 1% of 81,000 people shows up.
yeah.
that's a
So
lot
I
of
don't
people.
know. Like we've talked about it. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make any promises. So
No, unfortunately. I'd still like I want to do a meetup somewhere. It's just I don't know that we can do it at Tom's house. Like we might have to do it at some sort of public place with a really big open parking area or something where we don't have to make
yeah, I
things
mean, what
official,
if like
where we could just
what
meet
if
up.
200 people show up? Like I got one
Right.
shop bathroom. It's like,
right.
you know,
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
it's a problem.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Big Mike's Hoopty Barn dropped in a little late. He was watching a couple of 66 Valiant videos. Nice. Big Mike, I just watched my for science, I rewatched my second No Name video today. And of course you are featured in that video. This is where the real racers hang out. I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh, okay. The real racers and Jamie. It was pretty good. And then him ripping the faux homo foe down the track. There we go. And I say ripping, but it was not that.
There's a question on how well the GT was received. Well, yeah, it was received fantastic. Everybody loved that car. Like it did so well. There's been a whole bunch of articles on it. Hemmings did 2 separate articles. It was one of their top 5 favorite Mopars in McCacken. And we're talking Hemi Kudos. Like it was like one of their favorite cars there. Hemmings did it. Mopar Collector Guide shot it for the magazine, so it's gonna end up in the magazine. I mean, Hot Rod did an article on it, like hotrod.com. Yeah, it was super well received. It was awesome. The owner, I mean, I'm gonna do a follow-up video on that. Like I didn't really have enough to do a video, but I have video of like the son and the dad like seeing the car the first time. I have video of the dad starting the car up, and he was like, I mean, they were just awesome people. Like I never met him in person till there. He was so much fun to hang out with. But the old man is, you know, very West Virginia, very quiet, you know, overalls, you know, and like he started that car, and like you can see it just a little bit of a smile on his face. He's like, and all he said was, "This brings back some memories," and then that was kind of it. It's like it was awesome. But when the car comes back, which is not back yet, I'm waiting for a transporter. I'm gonna do a follow-up video, like what we have to do, a bunch of video from the show, and I'll do a full video on that. So, yeah.
Someone asked what the homopho ran. I don't remember, but hang on, I can tell you. Oh, here we go. Oh no, I think I cut it before he got a time. Wait. Yeah, I did. Dang it. No, I don't know what it ran. But it made it.
Evan Murphy said the delayed backfire muffler coughing out rust was the best.
Yeah. It was hilarious. I only just caught the tail of it. I wish I had the whole. It was like it farted. Like the engine was dead, and then it just went.
Okay, well, what happened is like the freaking throttle stuck, and it was like running away.
Yeah.
And I just shut it off because I'm like, I didn't want to freaking blow the motor. And of course, then it ran for 5 seconds after that because it had a bunch of fuel, and then it just like puked. But like Jamie and I said, because there was videos we both took on that we both used in our videos, especially during that portion. So I just sent a screenshot of Jamie with the smoke coming at him. It's just like after that, it was
Really
awesome.
good. Very good.
Yep.
Bill Mize is looking for both bumpers and windshield for his 71 Scamp. Windshield's easy because it's the same as Swinger. It's the same as all Tudor hardtop 67 to 76. So those are easy to get a hold of. They make them new, but bumpers front will be a little tricky. Well, I mean, it's not. They reproduce those too. Duster, same one. Back bumper is 70 Swinger. Except it's not.
I don't know
it has jack holes.
I don't know if I have any NOS ones. I said if you shoot me an email, I can look up in my inventory. I do have a couple A-body bumpers here that I've been going through. I've just been going through those over the last week. So send me an email, tom@rocketresto.com, and I'll check my inventory. So
now AMD does reproduce them, but having said that, they don't fit nice and the chrome sucks. And I know that because the one I put on my Swinger, I had to slot the brackets to get it to mount straightish, and the ones on the Demon, the back one is like flaky rust, and that car has been inside the entire time. It's been wet a few times, but
and it's one of those things where it's like, I mean, it's $1,000 to rechrome them anymore, so it's probably better than nothing, but like don't expect quality with that stuff. And what I've heard is like guys have gone to AMD facility and like picked out the best ones and then, like,
so
the ones that are left over.
The one I put on my 70 Swinger, it's the only AMD bumper I've ever bought. It looked really nice, but it had a brush mark in it. And then, the holes were all drilled off. So the whole thing sat like this. Little boo-boo. Tanner says you can't film every 383 there is. Very true, but I'm currently making another 383 build video.
Whatever happened with the Superbird 440? Did you get halfway through that build and just stop? I can't remember, because didn't you take that apart?
It's apart and waiting for you to want to do something with it. Like I need some parts. Well, it needs some parts. It needs gaskets. I'll have to watch my own video to figure out what it needed. I think the crank needed polished, didn't it? Yeah, I think I wrote on it that it needs polished. I think it's got dings or something.
Well, let's follow up on that next week. So I just I mean,
do you have a job for it? Well, no, I don't.
I don't, but like, I mean, having a complete running 440 here is not a bad thing to have. I get requests every week for one. So I mean,
that's what I thought about that 383.
Yeah.
So
then you
actually, here's a spoiler. I'm building a 383 that I sent the 383 that came in the 57 Coronet to the machine shop. First, I sent them the crank to polish, and then I gave them the rest of the engine and said, "Hey, no hurry. Whenever, 6 months from now is great." Well, they got it done a little faster than that. So while I was breaking out my debit card, which caught on fire, I realized I better find a job for it. So I'm going to put a big block in a Dart. It's going to be sick.
That's the way to go.
With a 4-speed.
Yep. Stuart Cody, he actually emailed me on a transport recommendation. I've got a really good broker, and he got a car shipped back to Nebraska for him. So I'm glad I can help with that. Alan's awesome. Different Alan. Alan's my shipper. So, but he's really good. So if you guys ever need help shipping cars around the U.S., let me know. I got a really good guy. So
nice. Scott DeForge said, "Howdy, did I miss the Perky update? There's still no Perky update. I need to order a chain, but I'm going to have to pay ridiculous fees to get it shipped here from the other side of the pond." Anyway, Scott DeForge sent more presents this week, and in the box of handy brackets and such was this Neon SECA Racing Contingency Program. Isn't that sick?
Well, that's awesome.
It has the payouts on the back and everything. It's awesome.
Wow, that's really cool.
You put their stickers on the side, and then you win a national championship. They give you $1,500. Sick.
So you spend 10 and get 15.
Well, yeah. Racing. AMD parts quality has gone to poop, says Rooster. Well, it was also bad 15 years ago. So just so you know. Yeah. Did I say hi to Dead Cougar Garage? I think I did. Pretty sure I did. Jay is doing an HEI swap. Yeah, did you see my other email? Whatever. He's doing the HEI. 2 sets of wires. You connect the ones, the ones that matter. The blue and brown. The one extra wire, I think it's green and red stripe maybe. That one doesn't matter. You bridge the other two.
Robert Fitch says he's still scraping bits of Tom's Field off his Valiant.
And he always will be. Bill, I don't think I want to fully rebuild the Perky. It looks so good inside. Everything looks great, and I just want to, I think, just do a timing chain, and I need a whole gasket set. I don't think at this time it's worth fully breaking down and doing it all the way. I haven't yet found. I would just buy like the few gaskets I need because I already have a headset, but I haven't been able to find a rear main on its own, so I don't know what that's about. But anyway, yeah, I need the triplex timing chain, and I need a bottom end gasket set or whole gasket set, and I think that'll do it.
Jeff Milch has asked about the elk viewing area. Yeah, that's right by here. If there's a meetup here, it's right down the road. Fortunately, they're only there during certain times of the year. It's usually during hunting season because they know they're safe there. So that's where they're at for most of the fall, basically. And then in the summer they go up in the hills. In the winter they kind of like go other places. So
that is a cool spot.
Do they still make Mopar magazines? Yes, there's one
they
left.
do.
There's
they make
one
a couple.
survivor.
Wait, only one?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, MCG's the last one. There's no more. All the rest of them are gone.
I have my stack of copies of that one right here.
Mm. Yeah, Rooster says Walmart parking lot for
yeah, I saw that
for a car show. Well, they have bathrooms, so yeah, that's good.
GT might be in the magazine, but I bet it's not going on the cover. Maybe it is. I don't know.
It might be. You never know.
It might. It's a pretty cool car.
Simply Sport Fury. YouTube sensation.
Is that
was great?
Oh, on this?
No, it's you. It's you.
It's
direct quote.
Is that Jamie from Dead Dodge Garage and Tom with Rocket Restorations? Yes. Hello, Old Iron.
Mm-hmm.
How's it going?
Yeah, that was pretty great at the Minnesota show. Jamie drove out for. I Rob from MCG. I tracked him down and be like, "You got to meet this guy when he comes in." And he comes in, and Rob's like, "Yeah, we're filming this." So
good times. Tom, tell your dog Tiffany said hi.
Hi. He's being a little grumpy over there. I'm not sure what his deal is. So usually we have a dog run outside. So usually he's outside. Not all the time. He's an inside dog, but when it's this weather's this bad, I can't leave him outside. There's nowhere to hang out there. So
did we have carefuling in today's video? I'm not sure.
Carefuling?
Carefuling.
Oh, I think there was one when you were. I don't know.
Oh, who remembers?
Put a 440 in the VW sled thing. I'm down. These are great wheelies.
We could put it in the back backwards and then put a solid axle under it and then have a V drive in there and then explode that. But
that'd be fun.
If the stupid carb would just work, that thing is awesome with the Volkswagen engine. Did you see? People keep telling me to put a Hemi in an LLV, which I'm not going to do. But I probably would put a Hemi. I mean, I'm trying to put it in the Banana, but I probably would take a break from that to put it in this. I mean, can you imagine zoomies sticking out in front of the rear wheels? Oh, would be sick.
Well, and the thing about a Hemi is you put it in there. I mean, obviously it's work to do that, but you still have the motor afterwards. You do the project, then just yard the motor out and put it in something else. So
right. Well, so the idea is to develop the same thing they had for the Little Red Wagon, which is the the Hemi and the transmission and the axle are all on that subframe, and you could just drop it all out together. So in theory, I could just drop it out and put it in another body really easy. It would be all self-contained.
Is the Perkins timing chain going to cost you a shrubbery?
A shrubbery! We shall say need to you again if you do not appease us. I saw something. What was it? Oh, Plymouth on Plywood actually found my channel through the MCG, which is funny because Tom was just telling me what a good thing this was and how huge it was for my YouTube career. To which I responded, if you say so. I don't think we can prove that scientifically because it's not like 1,000 people subscribed like they did from my LLV video. So,
well, I mean, it's hard to quantify that. I mean, obviously the thing came out and your channel had a jump around there. A bunch of other stuff was going on too, but your channel definitely had a jump when that
Yeah.
came out. So
Yeah.
I'm still, yeah.
Who knows?
Um,
The
yeah.
Perky flywheel would help the garbage can CUDA launch. It's got a stock flywheel, but yeah, it's not that heavy.
Everyone's saying just use a tree. We don't need porta potties.
Yeah, the world is made
multiple
porta
times.
potty. Yeah.
No, I have a saying: if you can't go out your back door and pee out the door, you don't have enough property. So,
well, I guess I have enough. Yeah. What's the world coming to? YouTubers carousing around shouting "knee" to helpless commenters. No. Yeah, all the lights on the Valiant did work. We never checked the dash, but I bet it was good.
I did because I had to
you
move it
did?
that night because Trev was detailing the Hemi on Friday, so I had to pull it out while he was detailing the Hemi.
Is it painted?
No, he was trying to get it painted, but we just ran out of time. We didn't, dude, I thought the thing was all ready to go, and it wasn't at all. So, yeah, so he had to spend half a day just detailing it. So he's supposed to get it painted next week, but we'll see. But the weather's gonna be so crappy, like he can't paint. You know, that's the problem. I don't really have a proper paint booth, so I need to get one. But yeah, it really is.
David will loan us his Acclaim, his wife's Acclaim, next time we need content. That's nice.
Jamie's got a Hollywood on us. I don't think he has yet, although I've made the joke several times. Will you still hang out with me when you're famous? And I'm pretty sure he's famous now, and he's still hanging out with me, so that's good.
I'm well known in certain circles, or as I've always liked to say, I'm kind of a big deal on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
You tractor, you brought her. Nice.
Hemi, do you have to go out? I'm getting a lot of whining over here.
Well, Bill, if a complete rebuild kit shows up, I guess that makes the decision for me. Yeah. No, I know. That's the weird thing. Yeah, the video on that LeBaron GTS started getting pushed by the algorithm again. That's all that is. It's so weird.
Yep. No, because I usually do a Barrett Jackson and Meekum Kisme video every year, and the old ones like go up to the top. You know, there's some bin fraud videos I've done very well. They always get pushed up the next year, which is kind of just how the algorithm works. So,
and that's probably what's doing it. Like some video somewhere is uplifting it. Squirrelitis asked, did the Haggerty video help Jamie's LLV video? Maybe. I mean, that video is why I made my video, because I saw that, and the big headline is the LLV is retired, it's gone. And their fleet manager had just told me these things are going to be on the road. I was just told by management they're going to be on the road another 5 years. And here we are fixing one. So does that sound like something that's getting retired, next week or next month to you? No. So that's why I made my video. Of course, there is kind of a coattail thing, I'm sure. But, it couldn't have hurt.
Don't pee on the electric fence. That's good advice.
Yeah.
Old Iron said, I've watched the channel grow from less than 1K. I think the biggest jump was during the UTG collab in the ramp truck build area. Yeah, yes. Jamie's channel did very well around there. Yes. That Minnesota trip, like Uncle Tony, like his trip out there, that did very well for his channel. So
the trip itself didn't actually, but Tony mentioning me in that one video did. I can show you actually. Come on. And what's funny is the Jamie, LLV has almost done as good as that. Like maybe better actually. Come on, dude. Why are you what the heck? I clicked on my own link that I sent you somehow. I was gonna join the studio a second time. I don't know what my phone's doing. It's freaking out. My phone's all high on life. All right, there you go. Lifetime. All right, here we go. Man, zoomed out too far. Whatever. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times in the history of the channel where like all the subscribers have happened. See that? The first one is
I
don't know, actually. Whatever. Anyway, the last one, that big giant spike that's happening now is the LLV. And then the one before it's Perky.
You did that Estate 68 Charger, and you got a huge hit from that. And I can't remember like what the deal was around there, but I remember you got a big jump from that when that video came out.
Yeah, that random stupid website picked it up. So maybe that was that. But then I think like 2 of those middle ones are Uncle Tony stuff. Like maybe that's what
Well,
the
and
first
then
one is.
the piece
Turkey's
of
that
crap
super
auction
tiny.
charger.
Oh yeah.
But
Maybe
yeah.
that's what the first one is. I don't know. It doesn't matter that much. But you see that super tall line right there? The tallest one, the best of all time? Yeah, it's Perky. Oh yeah.
Nice.
The people love it. And LLVs for some reason. Don't put all your eggs in Uncle Tony's basket. I never did. I never would. The thing is, like, and I've explained this to people, present company included, they could put your name at the top of the Empire State Building, but if you don't make great or at least good videos and get people to watch your stuff, it is not going to help you. So that's the thing. Like,
Yep.
it's great, being recognized by people with more clout than you or whatever. But at the end of the day, you have to make good videos or you're not getting anything. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I mean, like recently I just found out that Steve Magnate like watches all my videos and like comments. Like really he's like said he's one of my favorite channels, but like I mean, he's got 1 million followers. Like I haven't really seen much bump from that, but it
He
was
doesn't have
validation.
1 million followers.
Dude, he has a lot of followers, man. Like
it's 140.
It's probably not Oh, I thought it was more than that, but
no,
140 is a lot.
I understand. I mean, it is, but Steve,
and then like, yeah, and there were some like collectors at McCacken who are like some very big Mopar collectors at McCacken who are like, I watch your channel, I love your channel. I was like, I know it's validating,
It's great, it's nice, but again,
so,
like making the videos is what propels the channel. So,
yep.
140K, 1 million, same thing. That's what I'm going to say. If I ever hit 140,000, I'm going to say that's basically exactly the same as 1 million.
Well, you get a plaque at 100, right? Isn't that how that works?
That's all I need. Yeah. Give me a plaque.
Well, I know Steve did a video. He did one of his junkyard crawls and he went over like 5 cars. Each one he put like his YouTube 100,000 plaque in the trunk. It just didn't say anything about it. Just put it in there. It was such a baller move. I was like, nice. That's awesome.
Man, I haven't seen that. I don't see his videos pop up all the time. He hit 100,000 when he was in a coma. He was not at 100,000 when that happened. And channels like Tony putting his name out there and saying, hey, go sub to this guy and throw him some support. That got him over that. And now, he's back and he's making videos and doing his thing.
Yeah. All the LLVs in my local PO have been replaced by a Mercedes van. Yeah, mattress. Jamie's got some information on it. Yeah.
A hole saw fixes the main issue with the mattress. No Hyundai videos. No. Although, no.
Jamie did a Corolla video one time, and that was like his biggest bomb he had ever had.
I've done 2 Corolla videos. Went back to the what do you say? Went back to the no. What if you've said something in the past about going back to something?
Going back to the well?
I guess it's going back to the well. Whatever. Sure.
Yeah, it didn't work. Normaster, are you familiar with the Feather Duster? Yeah.
Absolutely. I have a transmission from one.
I've got a deck lid from one and a hood.
Really? We can build a car.
Frame.
Nice. Yeah. The Feather Duster transmission is all aluminum. Most of the other aluminum overdrives I've seen have an iron.
Okay, I'm gonna have to pause the thing. I gotta let the dog out. He's like not having fun over here, so I'll be back in a minute. Okay.
I'll play the Jeopardy song.
Yeah.
Old Iron Haggerty proved with the Cybertruck video. They just say whatever and roll with it. Nice. Excuse me. DP Wheeler says LLV will be around until at least 2040. Dude, in some places, I guarantee you're right. Gopher Garage, they would frown on me playing with the black powder pews here. We are in city limits. Old Iron, when the country gets snowy and everyone's inside, views go up. Yes, absolutely, no question. That's why this and also the ad dollars go up. So this is like the time of year you want to be a YouTuber. Angela Racino said, Jamie, I enjoy your succinct edits to keep the video moving forward. Thank you. Yes, again, I put a lot of out of all of this, and I like you guys. I like, working on cars kind of, but what I enjoy about this, the part I like is editing. Like, I think that's my actual superpower if I have one. At least in this endeavor.
I thought it was thumbnails and titles.
Oh crap. Yeah, you're right.
You have
I don't
so
know,
many.
the production and the presentation. But I also have this thing where I insist on doing as much as I can with as little as I can. And that's why I still only use an iPhone for this entire everything. It's just an iPhone.
Well, and Vintage Adventures posted earlier that he's been doing a better job editing, taking out breaths and pauses.
Dude, that's what I do.
Good at that.
That's what I do. I take out breaths.
Very good at that.
I take out the clicking noises. Yeah. I do so much to try and make it not awful.
Yeah, Jamie's much. I've been better about that because I do that too. Because I'm better about. I can go for 3 or 4 minutes and have a functional video. Though
I can't.
Sometimes I get a little rushed and sound too rushed when I do it. Jamie can't do that. He can't talk that long without messing something up.
I cannot.
But I really try to there's times where I have to swallow or take a breath, and I've been trying to take some of those out, but I'm not nearly as good at Jamie.
Well, and the other thing, and you've told me this, and I understand because I've prodded at you a few times about, hey, you could really edit this more and it would just polish it up a lot. But the point you made is you can't put that kind of time into it. And that makes sense.
No, I'm running a full-time restoration shop. I got 2 kids. It's just and I'm not making that much money at this. I'm not. Jamie's doing okay now, but it's his full-time job. It's not. YouTube's not making me enough money to make this full-time job. So if it does, maybe I'll spend some more time editing, but I'm not there yet. So
but again, knowing that, and a lot of this is made in a hurry. It's an extra.
Well, it's oh crap! I don't have
everything else.
I don't have a video for this weekend. I got to finish filming it on Saturday night. I was up till midnight last night finishing that video because my daughter had a dance performance at 9. I knew there was no way in hell I was getting up early enough to finish it this morning, so I had to finish it till midnight last night.
McLovin put up a link to the Discord, the DDG Discord. I think we have over 400 people in there now. But if you are not on 417, if you are not on the Discord, you should join us. Kelly Jones said one of those big subscriber lines has to be the Blue Dart. I'm waiting. No, but the Blue Dart is one of my most popular projects, which is great because I love it. I love 70 swingers, always have. I'm putting a 383 in that thing. I think it's going to be really interesting. I've never done a big block A body ever. And I suddenly realized I have an A body that needs an engine that's less bad. And I have a big block that needs a home that's really good. Why don't we just combine the two? So that's what I'm going to do. Oh, speaking of which, dig me up at Bell Housing, please. At some point.
You need a big block? Okay.
Yes.
I'll see what we got.
Yeah, you said the earlier, the 64, whatever. You said they exist.
I should have a couple of those.
Yeah,
I should have a couple of those. So.
Yeah, I'll be needing that. I need a flywheel.
I don't know if I have a flywheel. That's the one thing I'm kind of short on 10.5. So I got plenty of 11s. I don't have a lot.
Is the bolt pattern the same as small block or no?
I think it's different because I think they're different.
Damn them. That's stupid. Why would they be different?
Because it's Mopar. They had to differentiate them. I don't know. Who knows?
All right. Well, then I don't have one. Mid-South low baller. The risk when doing aggressive cuts like that is getting weird jump cuts, isn't it? Yes, my videos are full of weird jump cuts. It is what it is. I'd rather I focus on the audio so much more than the video. I've always had the goal of making these be listenable, and I know people do consume them that way. I edit looking at the waveforms. Sometimes I look at the video, but mostly I'm just looking at audio. Yeah.
Paddlefoot said, I'm just starting out on YouTube. I have to get rid of the fear of talking. Yeah, that's a thing. Jamie and I I learned a lot from Jamie because Jamie started his channel. I started my channel later, but we both don't like being on camera. That's why both of us usually film from behind the camera because I don't like talking either. It's I have a real hard time filming with people around, and Jamie's the same way. There's very few people Jamie can film around. Alan's one, I'm one. That's about it. I have a really hard time filming around, and Evan too, because he knows what's going on. But I have a real hard time filming around most other people for that very reason. So
yep. Always. It's tough. I don't like doing it. The actual talking, uh, I don't mind that so much. But the problem is I'm like constantly, well, remember, okay, there's no script, right? And so every word of what I'm saying is coming off the top of my head, and it's really hard to do that, like gather all the thoughts and then keep the words in order. Like, I don't think I'm dyslexic, but I'll just mix two words all the time, or I'll stumble, or I'll just like, I can't get the words out. It's tough. Um, so yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
understand.
a big reason
Totally.
for the editing style that I have.
Hmm.
Um,
No, it makes total sense. So
yeah.
it does.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm afraid of. I was actually in my very early videos. You can barely hear me because I didn't want anyone to know that I was talking to myself or filming. I was embarrassed. I'm still embarrassed, but less. Um,
Mm.
and they pay me to do it, so you just have to do it.
Jamie cutting back on his swearing in his old age must have been saving him for lots of editing. There's been no cutback on swearing. I can tell you that right now. So
No. Yeah, Steven. Yeah, the nature cuts. Dude, I was just trying to clear space on my phone earlier, and I have so many shots of my dog or the other dogs or the birds when we had birds, or like, yeah, random animals wandering by. It's hilarious. Yeah. Anyway, no, I'm not cutting back on my swearing. That's the opposite of what's happening. Yes, Tanner, I saw your
But
giant slicks.
yeah, but he's real good at not putting it on video, which is good. So we try to keep both of our
Yes.
channels pretty family
Yes.
friendly. So
That's the idea. Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
in the Valiant video, I dropped an F bomb trying to do the feel filter, and I had to edit that out. So
I a bunch of people caught it. I do, there are references built into my videos constantly. It's a big part of my speaking style, but a bunch of people caught the reference to Chris Bowden. He says it's this effing thing all the time, like in lots and lots of his videos. And I've started I see his shorts pop up all the time. And so yeah, I did that at the beginning of the LLV video, but of course I censored it. A lot of people caught it. I didn't want to censor it, but I had to. Finally got to the point where I just don't care. Being stupid helps. Nice, Tanner.
oh, another thing, just to follow up on how the GT did at McCacken. I was actually in. I don't know if you guys watch Backyard Barn Finds, but he actually interviewed me for his McCacken video. I don't think I was credited or anything for it on his channel, but and then Dennis Collins actually filmed a little bit of the car too, which is kind of cool. So he didn't mention me or anything. He didn't interview me, but it was, we went by it in his video, which is kind of cool. So
James Frank says, hi. How about some truck vids? Yeah, someone asked in a comment just a bit ago if I was going to be working on the Tan 79 Power Wagon again soon, and I will be. The engine just needs buttoned up, and then we got to pull the 727 out. We've got all the stick parts, like, ready to go, and I'd really like to get that done. And then, yes, we're going to put a Cummins in Tom's crew cab at some point, eventually, when I feel like it.
some point. I think the real answer to that question is you thought the first video would do really well and it didn't. So
It didn't. People ask about it. I mean, yeah, I know. That's the thing. If the first video had gotten 100,000 views and 1,000 subscribers, the truck would be done already.
Done. Yeah. Which I understand, but still.
Yeah. Martin says Slant 6 Turbo and LLV. Yeah, I probably should. I might now. Paddlefoot TJ says, do you do multiple takes or let the cards fall where they may? So what I do, and we work in a similar way, if I biff something, if I say something incorrect within the first 10 seconds of a clip, I hit delete and I start again. And after that, that's it. If I mess up 15, 20 seconds into a clip or further, I say cut as a note to myself in the future, and then I say the thing again and eventually get it all down.
I'm very similar, but what I do is like, because I'm more of an information guy. So like I try extremely hard to be accurate with my videos. So if I hear any mistakes, I
He's gonna
usually,
cut in
because I'm just like I'm stream of conscious. So like when you see me cut in, it's usually when I made a mistake in the video.
Oh
I
yeah,
say like, I think I said the roof on a Fury was a 26 rather than a 23, 29. I mean, like most people don't care or won't even know, but it really bothered the heck out of me. So I had to like put a correction in there to tell you I messed that up.
yeah.
So, but I didn't
I do
catch it
that
at the
all the
time because
time too.
I was working on like 4 hours sleep over 3 nights, so I didn't catch it at the time. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
you were so obviously tired for a couple of those
that
Mick
video
Jackson videos. Like
That video was
that was
not good.
rough.
I should have filmed them the night before I had access, but I was really tired. It was like 11. I just went to bed, and I'll do it tomorrow morning. And it was a giant mistake. I should have done it the night before, but whatever. It is what it is. So
It's rough. Jay Hunter's Garage had a question a bit ago. Is there any practical benefit to MLS gaskets? Just pulled a set off my 81 Corvette. Not impressed. Well, yeah, there is. They can be quite good. The problem with like classic type engines like we deal with, I've had people recommend MLS for my builds. If you don't have your surfaces milled perfectly straight and the finish is not the correct grit or the correct RA, whatever, the right smoothness, you can't use MLS. And so I don't use them for any of my builds, but there are benefits to them for sure.
Bigfoots and Mopars on my channel. Jamie's video helped swapping a big block helped me get the no name. That was cool. So which he just deleted. I don't know why he deleted that message, but yeah. Oh, because he put it on yours. So
oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That'll teach you.
Indirect
Jason is here.
Cursive.
Jeff Militich speaks in cursive. Banana is technically a truck. Yes, it is a pickup truck. It's a van truck thing. That's what I always call it. Yes, Chris Bowden is a treasure. I've watched his video about how he went to jail twice at least.
I haven't seen that one. That sounds entertaining though.
SE me hasn't heard me whistle Dixie in quite some time. It's been a bit.
Gopher Garage asked, question, do build series do well on the tube? It really depends on the project and the car, and there's definitely diminishing returns on those.
Absolutely.
And Jamie and I talk a lot about this. A lot.
So build series?
Yes. So like, for example, I don't really do those for the most part. The exception was the GT, obviously, because that first video did 180,000 views. But Jamie could probably speak more to that on his. So
yeah. So build series, it is definitely always diminishing returns. The 81 Challenger was one of my most popular cars of ever, and I did 7 videos on it, and by the end, the last video I did wasn't actually working on it, and that's why it didn't do very well. But the point is, the numbers were definitely going down. The Barracuda Garbage Can Cuda build series has been really, really good. Every video on that, like not LLV good, but pretty good. And it didn't really have the diminishing returns thing until No Name. The No Name videos did terrible, which is really disappointing. But that it really depends. It really depends.
Jaybird asked how. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Thoughts over.
Jaybird 66 Sweatline. How long have you guys known each other professionally now? We've known each other for a long time. We've both been in Mopar circles. Like I was friends with a guy who Jamie was in a band with and traveling around with. But it was basically how long ago now, Jamie? 3 years ago? I can't even remember anymore.
When I started working for you?
Circle. Yeah. How long
that's been times of Flat Circle. Well, it's been 3 years. It's been 4 years in January since I bought your truck.
Right.
And like what was a year before that I came out with Mitch to look at that. I don't even remember what it was you were selling. 62?
I think so. Yeah. Jamie found I had a huge stash of parts and just started showing up and buying parts for me. So
that's true too. Yeah. When I did the 3-pedal solution in my 66 Charger, Tom sold me like everything for that. Everything he did, everything he had in stock, the linkage, the little linkage and clip kits and stuff. You sold me I don't remember, but I bought a ton of stuff from Tom when I did that, and that was super early on in the channel.
Yeah, and then Jamie stopped by one day. He's like, my regular repair shop is not working and I need a job. So I basically hired him. Then he started working here like 3 days a week, and then the channel just took off so fast. So Jamie's kind of down to basically 1 day a week here at Rocket because that's all he can really afford to do because he's got so many projects at home right now. So
Yeah, even that's tough.
so I mean, so 3 years we've worked together now, give or
Yeah.
take. But I've known Jamie for way longer than that.
Oh
so-
yeah. It's I was a teenager when I met you the first time, but
Oh yeah, downtown. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
I remember the punk kid with a big beard hanging around. So, yeah.
It wasn't that big then. Vivian, yeah, Studebaker Hawk video series diminishing returns for sure. First one did very well. As you pointed out at the time, well, yeah, because you put supercharged in all caps in the title. Very true. Yeah. Ray is here. Hi, Ray. How's it going? That's a minute ago. I was going to read Ray's other comment. He has a problem leaving the video running long enough to edit the blunders out. Without the jumpiness. Yeah. Like I said, you see a lot of jumpy stuff in mine, and I just don't
Dude, you're killing me.
care. Basically.
You're killing me, dude.
Yeah.
Mopar Ed, Tennessee.
Mopar Ed's
Probably
here.
Tom is a furry tail. This dog's killing me. I got about 10 minutes. I got to put the kids to bed anyways. About 10 minutes. We'll see if he can last that long. So
fine. That's cool. Mopar Ed is here. He is often in comments on videos, but I don't know that we often see Mopar Ed in the live.
Hemi, you want to be on camera?
Hemi
Hi.
named the dog Hemi, and he's terrified of loud cars, among other things. I don't know. He's at least when he was a puppy, he was not. Yeah.
This dog has tested my patience. I'll just leave it at that. So
Jason wants to know if there's a small block powered LLV in my future. God, I hope not, but maybe. But I hope not.
Well,
Ray, I am hoping.
The thing is, how do you follow that up? I mean, that's the question.
Hemi swap and LLV would be amazing. Yeah. Ray asked Jamie, will we see the garbage can CUDA? He said trash can, but that's not what it's called. Garbage can at No Name again. Hopefully we can line up. I am planning to go next year. My dream team is the Barracuda, but it's half a second faster at least, and the Banana with the Hemi to do exhibition runs. I don't know if that will happen, but I hope it does. Older, not necessarily wiser. Started watching when I was putting an engine in the brown Barracuda. So you saw me drop a slant 6 on the rad support in that car. Nice.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
When are we going to see more Jamie Collin videos? Someone did ask when the next Collin video was. I don't know. I don't think he's actively working on one. The problem with making Jamie and Collin videos is that Collin has an actual day job. He works at a shop. He likes it there. So he's busy 9 to 6 every weekday when I'm hanging out in the shop and making videos and working on cars. So we don't get to do that a lot. Is he named Hemi after the Hemi engine often found in Chrysler muscle cars?
It's after the Mitsubishi version.
Yeah. It's the 2.6 Hemi. Chili Willy, any progress getting a new heart put together for Perky? Alan took a few parts home to clean. Alan's been down for the count a bit recently, so haven't gotten those back, which is fine. I'm in no hurry. Also don't have the few parts that we still need. We need a chain, we need gaskets. That's the bulk of it. So there it is coming, but it is gonna be some weeks yet, I'm sure. How will you carry 2 cars? I will borrow Tom's 2-car hauler or use the ramp truck and a trailer. That's the other.
Yeah, I've got a 36-foot car hauler now, which is awesome. That thing is hauled stuff all around the country already for me. That was one of my better upgrades I've ever done. So
yeah, I'd have to borrow his dually as well, but
yeah, you're not going to haul that with your truck. So it's big and heavy. Doug asked, any interest in heavy trucks like the Bighorn or other LCF trucks? I think they're neat. I think they're super neat. I'd love to work on one. But they're very expensive, and I can't haul them. I don't have a trailer big enough. So it's like if they're dead. I mean, the whole point of both of our channels is we like. I mean, I have a dealer's license. I work on cars, but like we love getting stuff we can revive and stuff. And that stuff's just too big. I can't drag it home. So
yeah, big trucks are tough. Everyone I've ever seen, there have been some of those LCFs. There have been cool dump trucks, 10.5s. I really want a D500 or 600 or at least a 400 from the 70s. I love that series of truck. The Bighorn is a thing of beauty. But yeah, we can't haul them. We can't bring them home dead.
Yeah.
Licensing is challenging. Insurance is
You have
challenging.
no, yeah, you got to have a CDL to drive most of those things, and I don't
I
have a
love
CDL,
big
so.
trucks, but I just can't do big truck things. My neighbor, who owns the Duster, who we got the rusty Duster from, told me a long time ago, no semis. And then my buddy was here doing all the rock work in the driveway a couple years ago, and he had his dump truck parked in the spot, that we were grading at the time. And she pulled up, rolled down her window, and said, "I thought I said no semis." So good. But yeah, big trucks are just a problem, unfortunately.
That's awesome. TCB Quick says, so Tom can put Hemi in an LLV and thumbnail it Hemi LLV.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll work great. PTP Dub, how do bodywork videos compared with mechanically focused videos? I don't know, because I'm not a body guy. I don't have the patience for it. Never have. You will eventually see me doing some body work, but it would never be like the focus of any project. It would be more like, well, I just have to do this.
Yeah, and I've tried doing body work. I'm just way too ADD for that. I just can't. Like, it takes so much patience and time. And like, I've done a little bit of it, and then like on like just a random car, I had a Charger I did some work to, and just to see if I could do it. And then Trev goes over and spends 5 minutes and did, in 5 minutes what I couldn't do in 3 hours. So that's usually what happens. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave this to professionals.
Yeah,
so
that's the thing. It's like he is an artist in that regard, and we're not.
He really is. Steven Andrews says he's home now. I can hear you guys. That's
nice.
Awesome. Sounds like he was out dinner earlier. Let me know if you want to grab the Lancer this week, because it's going to be very wet. I did put it inside for the 2 weeks that I was gone for McCacken, because I had an open spot. But unfortunately, the Valiant's now inside because someone was complaining about me leaving it outside in his video. So I put it inside because I felt guilty about it. So
that's whatever. Gopher Garage said Garbage Can Kudo needs to be at the next Duct Tape. I wanted to go this year, but it was it was just too soon, and the car was still broken and is still broken. So yeah, I just don't know. I want to go to Duct Tape. I always have, and I'd really like to take the Turbo Valiant. That was my vision to last year when I was gonna get it going. Like, I'm going to get this done and it's going to be awesome, and I'm going to go to Duct Tape. And then it was never awesome, and we didn't do that. Yes, a wheel standing LLV. I was just talking about the Hemi subframe that's going to go in the garbage, or in the Banana, just being able to like drop it in something else. Yeah, we could put it in LLV. That would be sick. I have seen 440s in. No, I haven't seen a 440 in a second gen. That's tough because of engine mounts. It's not a direct fit. You got to fabricate a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch in like 92, 93s. I don't think I've ever seen one in a second gen. I don't think I've ever seen one.
I don't think I have either. The plug is out of my boat now, by the way. Skid E.
Yeah, it's a good call. Yeah, I forgot the Hemi the dog tore off all my faucet covers off my house for fun, so I had to replace all those last week because it froze the first time. So
bastard. Rooster is indeed a gold member again. Thanks, Rooster.
Excellent.
Question for both of you. Do you believe in mechanical empathy? Yes, Mopared. Not only do I believe in it, I'm pretty sure I have it. I'm pretty sure I always have. I've always had that just like understanding of what mechanical things do. And sometimes people say things to me like, why are you revving that engine like that? Or why are you doing this? Or why are you doing that? Or why would you, because I am one with the machine, and I know what I can get away with. I know exactly what I can get away with, and I will be getting away with it. Mechanical empathy is a real thing, I think.
Well, I make this joke to a lot of people when I'm trying to describe Jamie. Is Jamie's been in a lot of concerts, so his hearing's bad. So you can be like, I can be like 5 feet away from Jamie and have a conversation. He can't hear anything. But if there's a 66 Valiant out in the yard missing on one cylinder, he can tell you what cylinder's missing. So that's kind of how his mind works. So
it's not quite that, but I can tell you how many are. I could tell you when I worked at my old shop, I could tell you the make of a diesel that was driving by. I could tell you a starter I heard in the distance. That was a Ford. That was a Toyota. Yeah, I don't know. And it's the same with mixing. Like, seriously, my hearing is permanently damaged and I don't hear things people say, but I do. I pick out little noises like that.
Mm-hmm.
You
It's
know.
funny. Plymouth on Plywood said found a really nice L600 in New Mexico. Couldn't figure a reasonable way to get it home. I could find a right swing fender. It's game on though. Yeah, I've always wanted an L600. Though I kind of had an epiphany moment. So about when I bought this house 8 years ago, Ben Snowbar passed away, and they had a big auction. They had like a rust-free L600 that would have been like the perfect truck. It was like super clean, super nice. It'd been sitting forever, and I really wanted to buy it to make a Ram truck out of it. I wouldn't even have to move it. I bought the property. Like I could have just left it here and worked on it. And I didn't buy that truck. And I kind of came to the conclusion I'm not going to buy a rust-free truck that was originally priced on my property. It's probably never going to happen. So
Right. Yeah. Yeah. If not now, then probably never. Steven sent a
yeah.
picture of you picking up the Neon. This isn't the hauler I would be using though. This is his single car enclosed, but there's a glorious shot of the Neon RT. That's like my daily driver now. I love that car.
Yeah,
it's really fun. I want to take it to the Ridge. I need to join like a group because that you can't just go. Huh?
Do you understand? Trev has a Boxster and went out there this weekend to get his SCCA license to race his Stinger. He was out there this weekend racing.
Oh, who was he racing with? Because he must be in a club.
It was at Pacific. So I know people who put those on. If you want to do that, I know people.
I do. I looked at their schedule like a year or two ago, and all of the days, there aren't just open show up track days. It's club meets, it's events, or it's club meets. So you have to like join a club. It looked like.
A lot of times for the Lemons races, they have a race day before, and you can join those. You just have to pay whatever the fee is.
That's cool.
I'll let you know what's close. Although I just got the Lemons dates for this year, and the spring race is the same weekend as Spring Fling, so I'm gonna have to skip the Lemons race this year, which makes me a little sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gary was bitching about it because I was threatening not to go to LA with him. So, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, a ton of people have been sending me the thing that say they're in the top 1% or the top 0.7% of Dead Dodge Garage viewers for the year. Thank you. I do appreciate that, obviously.
Yep. I got a few of those too. It was usually you and then me. It was
Klopausius,
first of the ones like that.
Yeah. Klopausius has watched a lot of DDG, 255 vids. Yeah, that might be more than anyone else has told me so far. That's pretty good.
Steven, yeah, the title will go in the mail because I ran that through the dealership, so you'll get it in the mail soon. I just transferred the title on that 66 Cornet, and it took about 2 weeks to get the title. So you should be getting that any day now. So
yeah. Woo! Airplane! I cut that out of. Did I? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I left it in. I don't know. Oh my God, Steven, leave it in.
No, plane was in there.
Was it? Okay. Yeah.
It was right at the end. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. I remember that.
Dead Cougar Garage. Don't become boat people. That is words to live
by.
Dude.
Yeah.
The only exception is I've got a guy, I don't know if friend's the right word, but acquaintance in Eastern Washington. He has 3 of the 340 powered Subaru ones. I kind of want one of those. Like if I'm going to do it, I want a 340 Super B3. Rooster will probably tell me what the correct nomenclature is. He's told me before. I don't remember.
It doesn't matter.
I think it'd be really cool to have one of those just for a summer. I'm going to have it for a summer, then it's going to get sold because I don't want to be a boat person. But like, I think it'd be really cool for summer to have one of those. So,
remember that time I was out on my boat and you messaged me and you were like, "That's messed up that you didn't invite me out on your boat." I was actually doing you a favor.
Well, I like being on the boat. I just don't want to own the boat.
Me neither.
and be responsible for it and pay for the gas and pay for the maintenance.
It's not so bad. McLovin turned his. I don't know if we're sharing this information. Well, it's on the thing. Yeah, McLovin wants to race up there too, dude. Let's have a DDG track day. Let's go. I'm starting a car club right now. Let's rent the Ridge. What's it cost to rent the Ridge for a day?
Pacific Raceways has actually been pretty reasonable lately. So I know people. So like I'll make some phone calls next week. So I know some people.
Nice. Yeah, Jeff Hutchins
said
the belt squeal.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, the belt squeal from a second gen when you shut it off.
Oh yeah, they all do that. Indirect Connection said Tom Fearley great at McCacken. Thanks, appreciate it. I don't know if you saw that in person or not, but yeah, I thought Trev did a fantastic job with the paint. We still got a bunch more work to do on it. Like we're gonna buff it out again. There's a ton more stuff we have to do on that thing. So
sorry, Martin. I rep cold engines all the time, and I will not apologize. Vivian called
Patrick Radcliffe sent you $2 until the brakes fail. It was nice of him.
Sent you $2?
Sent you $2.
He did? Why isn't it on
Yeah.
my side? Oh, there.
Yeah, Patrick Radcliffe. Yeah.
Weird. I never saw that. It's here, but I never saw it pop up. Thank you, Patrick. Yeah. Good times. Yeah, we should do Dead Dodge Garage Track Day, which is just so wrong. Everything about that's wrong, but I want to do it.
I'd love to do it, but I don't really have anything to race. Like nothing like I have like really gonna
pick something unlikely.
That's the solution. We just need to build a Lemons car. That's the solution.
Well, obviously, that's been the plan this whole time. I do get angry at random animals. Very true. Ray has doctor documentation that he can't hear most women's voices, but the bearing going out screams at him. My great aunt and her husband both had hearing tests a few years ago. He couldn't hear high, women's voices, and she couldn't hear men's voices. Hilarious.
That's awesome, actually.
Yeah, they're really cool. I believe they got hearing aids. Wow. Old Iron says, one time I watched every DDG video from the start till August in one weekend because he made an And Remember compilation. I never put that up as a members video. I should do that. Sorry, you said something.
I'll probably do a State of the Fleet at the end of the year. I did one last year just because I had nothing else for New Year's and actually did really well. So I'll probably do another one next year. People seem to enjoy that one. So
yeah, I'm going to do another one too, I think. When the correct moment arises. People have asked for it, and yeah, that's okay. We can't do it all the time, obviously. McLovin said bring a cop car.
I'm not gonna road race my 72 Polaire. I'm just not like that. That would just beat the hell out of that car. So I'm just not gonna do that. So
Alan wants to race. Yes, we need to get sway bars on your car and an 8 3/4, which is happening. I'm gonna pick up a housing for Alan's car in 2 weekends. Yeah, I guess 2 weekends. Josh Hellman's here. Some people are hopping in from Uncle Tony's live. How's it going, everybody? Max Holler is also in the house.
Welcome.
Rob, is it possible to convert an open 7 1/4 diff to sure grip? Absolutely, but you have to find the carrier to do it, and I don't think that's easy. Jay asked about clutch brands earlier. I really like McLeod, MCLEOD. That is my favorite clutch brand. I don't like Ram so much, but also, I mean, for your truck, like whatever the parts store has is probably fine. They're usually like rebranded Lukes or whatever. It really doesn't matter too much. Shanky Claus said a while ago that we could be brothers. I mean, yeah, when you hang out with someone long enough, like you start finishing their sandwiches or whatever.
You start taking on some of their idioms and sayings and stuff. Idiom. It just happens.
Mannerisms.
Like, yeah, I mean, yeah.
I'm really bad about that.
Happens.
If you listen really closely in my videos over the last few months, you can hear some Mopar Joe-isms, like the way I've started saying, but that's Mopar Joe. It's messed up. It's not intentional. It just happens. And I realize it's happening, but I can't stop.
Somebody asked, he's got a semi charger for an AFX track. I actually have like the Plymouth Shutdown board game from the 60s, and Jamie and I have been threatening to do one of those. Like we should do a members only video doing that. I know.
We should. I just found I was going to remind you because I was going through ancient clips that are just collected on my phone for some reason, and I found a clip of when you got that, and it was a long time ago. Dougster's
here. We need to play that.
Yeah.
We need to do that. Yes.
We really do. Dougster, the potato is still in my truck. Yeah. Unrelated. I think you probably need to go put children to bed or something.
Pretty soon here, yeah. I just got a message from Cletus Boyd. They want to trade a Porsche Boxster for my John Deere tractor.
Oh. What kind of Porsche Boxster? Well, you have my attention. You can road race that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I need a track day car. This may work out, actually.
This problem's going to solve itself. My wife just sent me this. My daughter's trying to convince her that this is a salad. It's chips, fruit snacks, and chocolate syrup.
That sounds like something my kids would do, honestly.
I'm going to vomit. Air cooled 9 or 11 or nothing, dude. They're a little on the expensive side.
Yeah, that's the problem. I would love to have one of those. I've driven one. I've had one opportunity. I helped the customer sell one years ago, and they're fun as hell to drive. But man, there are no cheap air cooled Porsches anymore.
No.
They're way out of my price range.
Tanner ate his Bud the Spud the day after he got home from No Name. You ate it raw, didn't you? Someone did that. I don't remember who. So, was it? Is it? Maybe it was Rapid Transit. I don't know. Someone took a bite of it. Good night, DP Wheeler.
Steve.
Thanks for being here. Yeah. Dougster wants a Bopar. My buddy has a boat with it's not a jet drive. It's not a V8. It's the Mopar, the Chrysler outboard, but it's still pretty cool.
Big Box Dodge asks, is the Lemons going to come back to Shelton anytime soon? I don't think so. They kind of had an argument with the track from the lady who sets up scheduling. So they have 2 races in the Northwest, and it's going to be spring and fall again at Pacific Raceway. They don't want to go back to Shelton. So
that's unfortunate.
Would Tom fit in a Boxer? That's actually a great question. Trev has one. I may try to sit in that next time he's here. Just
good idea.
I had a Viper. I had a first-gen Viper for a short time, and I can tell you I did not fit in that. I drove it to work one day, and I got a wind burn on my forehead because my head literally stuck above the windshield.
Wow.
Real thing.
Incredible.
All right. I probably got to run. I got to help put kids to bed. So thanks, everybody, for watching. Really appreciate it. This is fun. I haven't done this in a long time.
Yeah. Thanks for being here.
He's chewing on a bone right now, but he's actually behaving. So, thanks everybody. Thanks for watching the channel. Thanks for watching the videos this weekend. Appreciate it. If anybody's interested in that Valiant, please shoot me an email. It's going to find a new home next weekend, one way or another. So
there you go. All right.
How do I turn this off?
I don't know. Bye. Tom with Rocket Restorations, everyone. Take care of that big brain. I can still see him in the green room trying to hit buttons, make it stop. Trivia. What Dodge vans came with manual transmissions? Well, A vans certainly did. My A108 was a 3 on the tree with a slant 6 engine. Last year of a Dodge stick shift van, I don't know. They had 4-speed overdrives in the 80s, though. And we swapped one into our 91 Winnebago van, B200 or B250, whatever, using parts from a 1985 or 6. It might have been newer than that. It might have been a V6 4-speed. I can't remember. But we got parts from actually 2 stick shift 80s Dodge vans. I don't know what the last year is, but they definitely had them well into the 80s. Overbuild Automotive says track day car BRZ can be fun. Cheap track day cars just add boost and fun, not too fast and raw. I test drove one of those brand new. It was $26,000. It had 12 miles on it, and I did donuts in a parking lot, and it was sick. It was a really fun car at the time. I owned a Volkswagen Beetle, and it sounded very, very familiar to me because Boxer. Yeah, E30 BMW is a good one. I had an E36. I always wanted a 30. I kind of wanted a newer 3 Series as well, but never got there. Excuse me. Any new guitars? No. It's been a while since I had my SG out, but Whitewood Funk's playing this next week. I played with my new Les Paul at practice, and I couldn't shred correctly. So I was trying to figure out if I'm just bad now or if it was the guitar. Came home, picked up Old Faithful. It was the guitar. Oh, yeah. Faded series. Oh, what are you? A 2006? No, 2002. I've had this since 2010. It is one of my most prized possessions. That's the one I'll hand down to my daughter someday. Yeah. Dead Cougar Garage says that Valiant is sweet. It really is. Mopar Man 78's going with a Whiplash cam for his 318 build. Cool. Awesome. I'm putting a ridiculous solid lifter cam in a 383 for my 70 Swinger with a 4-speed, and it's going to be sick. I'm excited. My Welperman 1978. If someone's interesting, I have an Urson TQ20H Mopar small block cam, factory 340 HP cam, basically $150 question mark. You've got the lifters in order in a box where they'll stay in order when you ship it to me, because I might like to buy that. Old Iron wants to know why I haven't gotten a Viper or Hellcat yet. I wanted a Viper really bad, but I basically gave up on that. Someday, but I really wanted the solid roof one. I don't know anything about that, Dougster. Yeah, Toyota version of the BRZ, the GR86? I thought it was GT86. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Scion FRS. That actually what I test drove was the FRS, but it's the same thing. Dougster's favorite BMWs are all motorcycles. I've always thought those were cool, but oh no, it's not Angus. I'm not an AC/DC fan. I mean, his is red. Mine's stained. AC/DC's fine. Don't get me wrong. It's just not my thing. Never has been. Yeah, the new Paul does need setup, but the biggest issue is the cutouts. I can't the cutaways. I can't play the high parts right. It just doesn't work. Flipathon Plywood's out. See you later. Yeah, McLovin. I've never been to Pacific Raceway. Well, I've been to the drag strip. I've never been to the road course or whatever. Yeah. Wonder how many LLVs were built. 150, 160,000. Yeah, BRZ, FRS, and 86 or GT86, depending on the market. Correct. Scion doesn't exist anymore, so now they are. Well, I think they're still sold. They certainly were in recent years, at least. And yeah. Anyway, it's Toyota branded now. Someone was asking earlier, isn't it illegal to own an LLV? No, it is not. It is against USPS's policy currently to sell them, which I think is short-sighted. I suspect that will change when they are taken off the road and they suddenly have 100. They're down to like 120,000 of them, but there were originally 150, 160,000 in the fleet. However, fully automatic LLVs are illegal. Nice. John Prine was a mailman. No, he didn't live long enough to drive an LLV. I don't know, Dan Seals. Nice. Yeah, I might be interested in that cam. Yeah, we'll put it in Josh's engine. Yeah. deaddodgegarage@gmail.com. Shoot me an email, please, and we'll figure it out. Just pack it nice so it makes it here with the lifters in order and not broken in 3 would be good. Is Rooster headed out? Rooster's headed out. He's gonna call my mom. Figures. But anyway, okay. On the Vivian is offended by my comments on AC/DC. I like Bon Scott AC/DC. I've done this here, I think. Anyway, Soul Stripper. But I've never been a fanboy, and I won't apologize. I was trying to say, and I still haven't managed to, there are LLVs in in private hands. There always were. They sold a bunch to the public. Not 100,000 of them, but yeah, there were some sold to smaller non-government agencies and that sort of thing. Now, I have seen it said that you can't own an LLV because they don't have VINs, and that is simply not true. Everyone I've ever seen has a VIN. Maybe some of them don't. I don't know. But they all have a placard with an assigned VIN. So in theory, you should be able to register it for road use. Again, there are privately held ones. They are out there. It is not illegal. It is against USPS's policy to retire them and sell them to the public, which again, I think is probably something that needs to change soon if they're going to be retired. Yes, Canada Post has or had a ton of them. They're shifting away from them, but yes. Yeah, everything Viper is expensive except for the parts that aren't. Like the Ford headlight switch. Dougster is surprised I was given permission to film the work on it. I didn't ask, I told. Once upon a time, that would have been treated like a military grade secret. Well, screw them. Patrick Radcliffe sent me $5. Thank you, Patrick. That's $7 for those of you keeping track at home. And said, sorry, all this LLV talk has me curious. What engine would make them more efficient with fuel, diesel or petrol? Diesel, no question. 100% diesel is way more economical. Excuse me. I meant to cover this in the video, and I didn't, but I wish I had. It is mentioned on Wikipedia if you happen to look at that article. Fuel economy. They were rated for a combined 17 miles a gallon. They don't get that. They get 9. They get 8 to 10, or 8 to 11 maybe is what the article said, but Will said it's 9 miles a gallon. And I guarantee you a small diesel would have done so much better. Yeah, 100%. The Bon Scott era was more raw, more meat and potatoes rock. I agree. I have Back in Black on vinyl. I mean, I'm just saying. My point was that's not why I own an SG. Old Iron wants to know, do first-gen Vipers have any classic Mopar DNA in them? I know the truck V10s are LAs, but Viper V10s are different from truck V10s, despite what people say. They're not as different as you might think. Now, yes, the bottom end is aluminum, but the bore spacing and cylinder size is the same as a 360. That design was heavily influenced by Lamborghini. There's no debate on that. The top end is different from the truck engine, but still the same DNA that is shared with the truck engine is shared with the Viper block. Yes, the Iron Duke was in Fieros. I didn't ask them. I told them. My new favorite Jamie quote. He was in a flute band before AC/DC. I've seen them. I've seen video. Regular car reviews said private people can't own an LLV. There's so much misinformation out there about it. That is simply not true. Because, and I can prove that by pointing to the people that own LLVs with license plates on them. There's a guy that reached out to me, Postal Dog 94. He's in Seattle. And he said, if you want to drive one with a, I don't remember what he's doing to his, but anyway, yeah. There are many, not tons and tons, but a good many in private hands. It's not illegal to own one. That is not correct. USPS will not sell you one. That is correct. Yeah, TCB quick. The V10, the truck blocks are always cast iron with the exception of the SRT10 Viper trucks. Those got the aluminum block. Those got truly the Viper engine. It's all Viper. Wikahoodia? Scoop's here. How's it going, Scoop? What's up? My neck hurts, in case you were wondering. Wait, what are we talking about? What are we asking about, Alan? Alan's favorites are the late 78 and 79 with rectangular headlights. It's 79 and 80. You like the rectangular headlights? They're not my favorite, but I've come to accept them. Awesome. Sounds good, Mopar Man. Thank you. Is Colin's latest project going to be shown anytime soon on your channel? Probably not. I don't know when we're going to see a video from him next. I don't think he's really messing with the Duster right now. Turns out there are paperwork problems. Old Iron wants to know why I hate AC/DC. Granddad's Junk says, please excuse my ignorance. What is an LLV? That's okay. You guys don't have them there. It's this. USPS mail delivery vehicle. 1986 to or it was 87 technically the first year of production. I don't know. They were designed and working on them starting in like 85. But anyway, until 1994. And they were called the LLVs, long life vehicle. They were intended and required by USPS to have a 24-year lifespan that was then extended to 30 years. And currently the oldest of them are at like 30. Wait, hold on. That's bad math. Like 40 years. And apparently they're going to be on the street for another 5 years. So that's good. Will the USPS sell the LLVs to the mechanic that works on them? I hope not. Yeah. That's the other thing on AC/DC. Yeah, the classic rock radio is just ruining them for me. Oh, wait. Alan's talking about trucks. Yeah, Ford trucks. Sorry. I knew that. Ford trucks. Yeah, I showed him a picture of that when he was here when you first messaged me about getting it. New channel coming, LLV Garage? Probably not. What's it titled as? Yeah, Alan knows those Ford trucks really well. Alan is a recent convert to Mopar World. Vivian says, it's weird to me when postal workers want to buy LLVs. I know one who did. That'd be like if I bought a truckload of plastic clothes hangers because my first job involved stocking them at Kmart. So Stockholm Syndrome, I think. Steven Rosenthal is calling it a night. Take it easy. See you later. Thanks for being here. Overbuild Automotive. Have you ever used mixed up used lifters in an engine? I bet you I have. Yeah, sorry. I saw you talking about the late years and the rectangle headlights, and I thought you were talking about Dodges. But I figured it out. Martin says there are at least 6 LLVs in the UK. I believe the only restriction is you cannot keep it in USPS, and then the comment cuts off. But I assume the dress, the decals and stuff like that, those would have to be removed. Same as a cop car. The iron puke. Nice. You ever work on the Ford Ranger version? No. Do you mean the Explorer version? I mean, same thing. Just a dude on a phone is a big fan of the Black Keys and their classic rock sound. They're a lot more garage than, well, they were. I have seen the Black Keys, and it was pretty cool. It was after, what was that album called? El Camino, maybe? The one that had the K-Van on the cover. Gold on the ceiling, whatever album that was on. They did that stuff. They had like a full band, but then the full band left for half of the set, and then they played classics with just the two of them. And it was really a good show. It was 2012, the lost year, and that was at Key Arena in Seattle, I think. It was a big show. Tanner says, my buddy dropped the lifters from his flat tap at 351 Windsor on the gravel, wiped them off, threw them in out of order. Truck still running strong like that. That's sick. Yeah, El Camino. Yep. Little Black Submarine was the other one I was going to mention. Dan's solo albums are different from the Black Keys. Yes. Sorry, I've never played it before. Summer sun has got me crazy, playing tricks on my poor mind. Whatever, it goes. There it is. But the cloud you left hanging over is raining like a mean monsoon. But pretend it's an octave higher. I used to cover his cover of Have Love Will Travel. The Black Keys cover. Yeah, whatever. Danny Boyd used to be kind of good on the guitar. Me too, dude. Me too. Nice. Sometimes you'll see semis registered as recreational vehicles. That can be a thing. Ray has done some bodywork videos. Nobody cared. Yeah, that sounds right to me. Why would you want to go that fast in a mail truck? For the grams. Why would you want to go that fast in a pickup? Why would you want to? Yeah. Yeah. Good night, Stuart Cody. Take it easy. It's just about that time. I'm smelling dinner, so I am going to get out of here pretty quick. Saw them in Columbus with Cage the Elephant. Nice. You know, Cage the Elephant is a band that, like the Black Keys, kind of went very poppy mainstream, but they had lots of good stuff too. What's the Cage the Elephant song I really like? They had some depressing music. I've always been a fan of that. Excuse me. Oh yeah, Farm. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of Rush. No, I'm not. Which is unfortunate because Getty, awesome. But Rush is Ain't No Rest for the Wicked was their first big hit, wasn't it? There were songs on that album that were less that and very, very good. Patrick Radcliffe is out. Take it easy. Rush has always sounded to me like the music that would play when the aliens land. It's just not my thing, and I apologize because they're great band, just not my sound. Don't become boat people. What the frat song? Yeah, dude, I don't know. This is now a Virgil Exner and LLV channel. There's nothing else. I want a girl with a short skirt and a long jacket. Yes, no. He was making a joke. What the frat song? As in what the F word. God dang, you all eat late. Yeah, I eat at 8 p.m. usually. We agree on something. We agree on more than just that. Yeah, I like cake. Dead Virgil Exner Garage. Well, yes, she's trading her MG for a white Chrysler Baron. He's going the distance or whatever. AMC guy says, I'll never twist his arm into liking Pink Floyd. Have you ever seen Live at Pompeii? Skip The Wall, skip Dark Side if you must, but Live at Pompeii, psychedelic era, early Gilmore. So good. If it plays on classic rock radio, I probably don't really like it, which is weird because I'm mostly classic rock. Well, I was. I don't know what I am anymore, but yeah, I do have Dark Side of the Moon and Quad. Well, that's cool, but yeah, Pompeii, dude, Live at Pompeii. If that doesn't make you a Pink Floyd fan, fine. But yeah, and then Animals, really good album as well. That era is my era. I don't really like Syd Barrett. It's a little too acidy at that time. But yes, it's on YouTube. Absolutely. Yep. Metal. They've so many albums. So many. Yeah, Animals is fantastic. David Gilmour is a genius. He is on my top 5 for sure. Yeah, radio plays songs to death. Yep. Rob only watched 247 Jamie videos this year, but was in my top 0.2%. Nice. Nice. Me fail English? That's impossible. I prefer yes too. Oh, my Rick's in the case. Well, it's not that far away. And there are more than one. I'm going to sell this one. I haven't taken it out of the case in like quite a while. Oh, wait. I've always done it here, but he actually did it here. Which is hard. Why would you do that? Well, when you get used to it. How much for the Rick? $1,700. This is a 20. Oh crap! Don't hit it on stuff. I don't remember what year this one is. I think it's like a 2017 or something. It's got the old style knobs. And the bridge is different than my 2020. Yeah, it's like a 17 or something. Zappa Black Napkins. See, if anyone was an influence on my SG, it wasn't anyone in AC/DC. It was Frank Zappa. Dang it. Have to do that every time. Ah. It's really hard. Sometimes I wish I was good, but anyway. I saw Dweezil. Zappa plays Zappa in 2010 in Oregon, and it was awesome. All right. I'm not going to play an actual song because I am hungry and I smell dinner. Stay in school, kids. Learn brain stuff. Wargo says, hey, guys, what would be a better long haul 10 to 12-hour tow truck? D350 with a 440 or 90s 454 Chevy 3500? I hate to say it, but probably the Chevy. It's going to have well, it kind of depends on what year. But if it's got a 4L80 with overdrive, that sure would be nice. Yeah. Yeah. Compression's cutting out the guitar. That sucks. I turned on the background noise stuff because Tom was on and we were having an echo problem. It's messed up. Yeah, Ricks don't cost $200 anymore, but okay. McLovin asked what was on the agenda. Yeah, the Chevy's gonna be better. There's just no question of that at all. Those are good trucks, those 90s Chevys. Yes, Rickenbackers are weird. The newer ones, they clip that cap out of the circuit, but you can pull the bridge tone knob and it puts it back in for the vintage sound. I actually cut it out, or not cut it out, but I disconnected it and carefully taped it up on my 77 that I got from Vivian. I used to play guitar. I still do, but I used to. Careful who you call ugly in high school. I'm still ugly, but that was pretty mean. Anyway, Chevys run better if Bob Seger's on the radio. Who wants to go to Fire Lake? There are a couple Bob Seger songs I really like, and then the rest I really hate. John Wilburn's here. Hi, John Wilburn. We're about to leave, but thanks for dropping in. I just, for some reason, I rewatched my second No Name video today, and that had you saying, if my dog had teeth like that, he'd starve. So good. Now go away, or I shall taunt you a second time. Wednesday, we're going to see a brand new 383 I built that hammered the cam bearings out of it for some as yet unknown reason. Next weekend, this 7.2 Power Stroke. I think you're a little short there, bud. No, Dougster, it's not a small block. It's a big block. It's a 4. Oh. I see what you're saying. There's some truth to what you're saying, I think. I don't know what's coming next weekend. Maybe a Blue Studebaker. Maybe Old Iron's going to unsub again unless we do more LV stuff. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They added that tone circuit bypass to Rick to the 4003. I don't remember what year they did that. I read up on all of this, like when I got mine. But anyway, Rex Harrison as Abraham Lincoln. I don't know what's coming next weekend. I have no idea. Maybe 4-speed swapping a turbo car. Maybe not doing that. Maybe pulling the engine out of a Blue Swinger. Maybe not doing that. Maybe working on the 57 more. Probably not, though. Maybe working on a Blue Studebaker. Did I say that? I think I did. Maybe a 63 Dart next weekend. That's the one I'm forgetting. Yeah, all I need to do, I need to move Tracy's charger to the lift. I need to move my charger to where Tracy's charger is, and then bring your car down. That's all that needs to happen. But there are 3 broken cars in the way outside. It's going to happen. Danny Boyd is drunk. Alan! We got to work on the 63 Dart, Alan. All right. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Thanks to Tom for joining. Alan will help. Very good. Even if you don't help, just remind me. We'll make more videos, for sure. Yes, I saw the babies. Yeah. AI is dumb. Thanks, everybody. We'll make more videos, and we'll see you in the comments section. And maybe sometime soon we'll get a play button. It's been real, and it's been fun, but it ain't been real fun. That's not true. I disagree, Old Iron. Okay, thanks, everybody. I'm going to go eat some dinner. Bye-bye. Woo!